Part 5 of episode 108. We're talking about the Survivor Series pay-per-view, and right now it's time for the traditional elimination match. Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, Goldust, and the Usos against the Shield and the Real Americans. I'm not going to break this down or the other elimination match in, an elimination by elimination kind of thing, but we're just going to talk about it overall. And the main story, of course, that we can talk about in this one is Roman Reigns kicking ass. Sole survivor of his team, got every elimination except for one of them. I think Seth Rollins eliminated... who was it? Jimmy Uso, I think?
Sure.
One of the Usos. Whatever, it doesn't really matter too much. But this match was really built around making Roman Reigns look good. And I thought he'd look good in this. I thought he'd be the sole survivor. I thought he'd get the most eliminations and all that. But this took a complete different turn from what I had expected originally. I had this whole plan of the eliminations of it building around the babyfaces needing to come back because Roman Reigns was kicking ass. And instead, they really played up kind of Roman Reigns as the babyface fighting back instead. And I thought that was really kind of awkward. What did you think about that, Peyton?
I agree. The booking logic for this was absolutely backwards. You never book the heels to have to be the ones rallying unless they really are trying to build some sympathy for the Shield and get people more behind them, which if that was their goal, then I guess you could do that. But it still made the whole match feel weird. And when it's your only Survivor Series match of the night, it's kind of a gamble to go in that direction. I think it ended up working out by the second half of the match. But the first half of the match, I'm sitting there looking at the heavier team on the babyface side, and I'm like, what? What?
I thought it was really awkward too that not Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose was eliminated, and then when they followed it up with Jack Swagger's elimination, he got eliminated by one of the Usos. So it wasn't even like the theory that a lot of people had where Cody Rhodes was going to look really strong. It wasn't even like Cody Rhodes had eliminated Dean Ambrose and he was starting to kick ass, and Rey Mysterio and the people that you would think would get most of the eliminations. When Jey Uso eliminated Jack Swagger, that was very much like something's fucking weird on this. Like, I don't know. I thought that was kind of crazy. And from that point on, I was really paying a lot of attention. The Dean Ambrose thing caught me off guard, but sometimes they do that. They eliminate Mike Knox immediately on the one match that DX had. So you have to kind of assume that maybe somebody would get eliminated pretty quickly, but Dean Ambrose, that was a bit of a surprise too. What did you think about that, Burhan? Do you expect Dean Ambrose to go that quick?
No, of course not. Dean Ambrose has been... He's like the only guy on the Shield who's got a championship now. But I knew from the get-go they were going to build this around Roman Reigns. I agree the booking was ass backwards because of the fact that they ended up stacking the deck against Reigns, but mostly it was just to show how strong he was. In terms of the match itself, well, it wasn't going to be a classic in a sense, and it was just mostly used as a vehicle just to put one guy over, so mission accomplished.
Any last thoughts about this, guys? I think we pretty much nailed what we were supposed to nail.
Well, yep, I nailed it.
Spoiler alert, Brahan did get the most amount of predictions right, so kudos to Brahan.
I actually got the entire card right, apart from the surprise match between Ryback and Henry, of course.
You even got the eliminations on the second elimination match?
Yep, the Divas one. Yep.
How the fuck he figured Nikki Bella was going to survive, I don't fucking know.
Well,
I think
even
he was
Michael
talking
Cole
to
knew.
Dolphins.
Well, we're going to get into that a little bit later, because right now we have to go into the Intercontinental Championship match with Big E Langston and Curtis Axel.